All right, co-main event: Raquel Pennington versus Juliana Pena. Um, this is going to be a very interesting title fight, and it's going to be interesting until Kayla Harrison comes in, until her inevitable shot, and gets and sweeps it all by storm. Because I honestly think that whoever wins this fight is obviously going to be up against the winner of Caitlin Vierna versus Kayla Harrison. And if you think Caitlin has a serious chance, I think Kayla's going to have to slip on a banana peel to get this one, or to lose this one. So honestly, Kayla Harrison, has this in the bag, and it's only a matter of time before she gets her title shot. But once you leave all that out of the picture, you got Raquel Pennington and Juliana Pena, and Raquel Pennington is champion on a vacant title thing, beat Morano Buenasilva, who was a really good, Buenasilva was definitely high up there, high level, so you got to give props to Raquel Pennington. So I'm not sleeping on Raquel Pennington in this fight. I think that she's definitely able to win this one. She could get it done by decision, or she could go with a submission or even a knockout. She's got things going on for her on the feet and on the ground, and we've seen that with her last fight. She does have attributes in all sizes, where it's like Juliana Pena is more of a grappler primarily. However, she does have hands. She can catch. She caught Amanda Nunes with some pretty good stuff. She stayed consistent in their first fight with those 1-2s. And if you look at Juliana Pena's record, who is it that she's really lost to except for the best of the best that the women's have to offer? You had Valentina Shevchenko, who beat her, who hasn't lost to Valentina, except Amanda Nunes, obviously, even though the second fight was super questionable. Germaine Duraname, the Iron Lady. And then it just kind of looks like, yeah, obviously Amanda Nunes won in their second fight. Now, obviously, was Amanda Nunes sleeping in their first fight? Yeah, maybe when you're on top like that. But if you look at the fight that took place afterwards, you could tell that Amanda Nunes was kind of slowing down. So I think it was a matter of like father time catching up, because even you look at the Juliana Pena versus Amanda Nunes 2 fight, that should have been a first round finish from what we've seen from past of Amanda Nunes, who KO'd Chris Cyborg in the first round, right? That Amanda Nunes that was that dominant, going against someone like Juliana Pena, who a lot of people said won by a fluke. It just kind of seemed like Nunes dug deep. Even though she won that fight, she still had to dig deeper than she expected. And even then, in that last fight, you could tell that just the prime Amanda Nunes is kind of going away. And it doesn't matter how good or dominant you are. It just kind of seems like it was time to get a move on, And even then, it just seemed like, Juliana Pena hung in there in that second fight. So she was definitely able to, in my opinion, really show that, yeah, she still has merit. I know a lot of guys like to hate on her, right? And I'm not saying she's for sure going to win this. In fact, I probably would have Juliana Pena as an underdog against Raquel Pennington, specifically for the fact that she was banking on fighting Amanda Nunes the third time, and then she got sidelined. She had to pull out. So she has been inactive for about over a year now. She hasn't fought in a while, and now obviously, yeah, she's getting an immediate title shot. Do I think it's good for her? Probably not, because coming off from inactivity to fight Raquel Pennington and, not getting anything really, not having any momentum or feeling, or you might have octagon rust, that might be working against her in this fight. All I'm saying is that it is very possible, but, if you listen to people like Dominic Cruz, octagon rust is not a thing. She could definitely get this done. She could definitely get it in, but I don't think anyone's going to defend the title after this fight. I think that this is the last thing that happens before Kayla Harrison comes in and dogs the division. And the thing about Juliana Pena that I really wanted to say, though, was that a lot of people love to give her hate online, and I know she talks a lot about Amanda Nunes pulling out of the third fight, wanting to retire before she has to face her again. I think a lot of that's glazing herself up a little bit and talking herself up. But when you're the one that beats Amanda Nunes when no one saw it coming, I think you have a little bit of right to say that. A lot of people like to, say that Nate would beat Conor if they fought a third time. So why not? You never know how this is going to go, especially with Amanda Nunes just getting older. And I don't think it would be based on a skill thing, but Amanda Nunes would just be getting older. And I think Juliana Pena could capitalize on that if she really wanted to. Not saying she was going to for sure, but it is a very big possibility. So, this fight is at least the title shot that I think Juliana Pena wants, so she's going to get it. And then if she loses this one, then maybe she shouldn't be going on Ariel Helwani's podcast and trying to talk all this stuff about how she was the one who beat Amanda Nunes, because then it's going to be the time where the fan base is going to go, you know what, Juliana, we know. But I think for right now, she has earned this title shot. But that inactivity, I just see it working against her. So I am going to have her as an underdog. I'm not saying she can't win. In fact, honestly, I really do hope Juliana Pena wins. But just knowing how Raquel Pennington has stayed super active, it's anyone's fight, But I will probably go with Raquel Pennington for now. And only by a slight margin. Just because, like I said, inactivity, it goes a long way. But definitely, I do want to see Juliana Pena at least get one title shot before she's completely, people start to completely sleep on her. Because I don't really want to totally sleep on this woman because she has pulled an upset that no one saw. It was a long time ago, don't get me wrong, but that's the way it goes. What's fair is fair. She's getting hers, and then afterwards, if she falls short, then she's got no right to talk any more trash. But that's what I got to say. This is going to be an interesting fight.